I have a lot of friends, somewhere between 10 and 15. Michael, 11 years old. There are 7 friends in my circle. We hang out quite often. Michael, 21 years old. I don't spend as much time with my friends as I'd like to. Michael, 36 years old. Some of you have already been through that, and others are yet to experience it. But sooner or later, we all surprisingly and sincerely ask ourselves, where did our friends go? Indeed, quite recently, the very purpose of our existence was to hang out with them. You would run to Jim's house, scream at the top of your lungs, "Jim, come out and don't forget the ball!" And there'd be not just 2 of you, but a whole bunch of kids ready to build a spaceship out of torn cardboard boxes, have a real shootout with wooden branches in the yard, or tease those nasty girls. And even 10 years later, we kept playing with our friends. The games, of course, slightly changed. There were real lightness and freedom. It was okay if you missed a couple of hangouts. There was no need to come up with an excuse. You would lay it out there as it were. I'm busy. I can't. I don't want to. And friends would always understand, although they would needle you about it here and there.
Okay. I see.
At the same time, you could show up at their place unexpectedly and without warning, and they would always let you in. It was always easy with them, as if things were taking care of themselves. Probably that's the whole point. It was all about freedom. After all, you could always leave as easily as you came. Aalto and Oxford universities conducted a study analysing the activity logs of 3 million phone numbers. Their goal was to determine the frequency and types of social contacts. It turned out that up to the age of 25, the number of social contacts is steadily growing. Women make an average of 17.5 contacts per month, and men about 19. After 25, our social activity decreases. At the age of 39, men had an average of 12 contacts, and women had 15. What happens to our friends? Or do our internal changes play a key role here? When we are young, we do not have certain interests in life yet. Our only priority is to get to know the world and the beings that inhabit it. Communication becomes the most important thing. Essentially, we don't want anything else, and we don't do anything other than getting to know other individuals regardless of their age. During that period, everyone can be our friend. At that time, all people are like empty jugs, and interests flow from one person to another. Since there is still plenty of volume and we are not burdened by adult life, we are interested in everything. Puddles after rain, birds in the sky, fences near the school, trees in the forest, roofs of buildings, burning a fire. Remember yourself? Somewhere from the age of 14 to 30, a barely noticeable process of realizing priorities and interests begins. We start to get picky. It turns out that our interests may not be the same, and sometimes there are even conflicts because of those differences. We don't include outsiders into our circle of friends. Why waste time on them, right? After all, we're no longer kids, and unfortunately we have to allocate that stupid time carefully. So our focus shifts to the people that we've already chosen to be our friends. We understand that first of all we need to invest in them as in a reliable asset. It is them who we are willing to spend our time with. Wait, what? That word again. Time.
It's time, Robbie! It's time!
Also, in addition to realizing the importance of some people over others, different circumstances of the adulthood are added to our jug. It's time to pass important life exams. There are so many of them. Going to college, getting a driver's license, finding a job. New elements fill our jug of priorities. Moreover, at some point, not only your friends, but also your significant other passes the filter of time. And now another important element has been added, which we must care for and cherish. There is no other way. Carelessness filling our jug gets replaced by household life, work, hobbies, new acquaintances, our partner, and children. New circumstances emerge that force us to have another look at our priorities, and of course we devote less time for friends. After all, it's much easier to cancel a party with them than miss a work meeting or family dinner. And can we even ask, where did they go after that? Did they leave at all? Perhaps having less time for friends is a natural outcome of one's development due to their priorities. In other words, does a person's involvement in other spheres indicate their evolution? Note that I'm talking about having less time and not about forgetting loved ones who helped us through all life decisions. So next time you feel nostalgia for missed meetings with friends, know that it is just an illusion. You have chosen your own path, set your priorities, allocated time in your life, and be sure that you would do it again. And then, why all this moping? After all, if it was a real friendship, then there was freedom in it. It means that you can come and go easily. But you have to know that such a right is not granted to just anyone. Sociologist Andrew Ledbetter found that the more work you put into a friendship in adolescence, the more likely it will survive in the future. In his study, Truly Close Friends from 1983 kept their relationship in 2002. Another study found that friendship members should feel equal to the effort they put in. So don't be intimidated by your own evolution when growing up, which seems to overshadow the colours of friendship. If you were not a parasite in a relationship but a valid participant, then no matter what happens, no matter how many other elements in your jug push away that friendship, it will not go away. After all, friendship does not require frequent meetings. You just need to be yourself consistently. Share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and hit the like button. And I'm Boney Wright.